Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the November 2nd, 2018 special edition of The Breast There Is, The Breast There Was, and The Breast There Ever Will Be Wrestling Podcast. As always, I am your host, Mikey B, WWE, and this is a special podcast today because today over in Saudi Arabia there is the WWE Crown Jewel pay-per-view event. Now, I gotta say, it's a bit of a shame before I get into my predictions here that after a monumental week in the WWE, this past Sunday having the first all-women's pay-per-view, Evolution, less than a week later, the WWE is heading back to Saudi Arabia for another huge payday pay-per-view, which is going to feature only men on the card. I personally do not condone this. I don't think this was a good business decision at all by the WWE. And yet here we are again for the second time this year in what is going to be a multi-year deal with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The WWE is going to be hosting matches there and pay-per-views there. Certainly this year, it's both pay-per-views are all men. I don't know how it's going to be in future years, but for now, it's really, they shouldn't have accepted a deal like this. It doesn't make any sense, especially if they're trying to, promote this equality sort of thing right now. So I don't get it. But besides that, because of the nature of this podcast, I am going to be giving my predictions here. There are title matches on the line, so I'm going to be I'm going to be giving at least my calls for what I believe is going to happen. So even though I don't agree with the event, here is the following predictions for the show. There's an 8-man World Cup tournament taking place here, and including that, there are 5 matches on the main card. So starting with the first match is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match featuring champions The Bar taking on the New Day. Ever since The Bar has added the Big Show in their corner, they've seemed pretty unstoppable, so I'm going to choose The Bar to be victorious in this match and retain their SmackDown Tag Team belts. The next match is for the WWE Championship, featuring AJ Styles defending against now Samoa Joe. Daniel Bryan is no longer going to be a part of this match, so I am picking AJ Styles to retain his belt over Samoa Joe. I have a feeling these two involved with Daniel Bryan, the 3 of them are going to be involved in a feud for many months to come. So this is early on, and even though AJ Styles and Samoa Joe have already feuded before, Daniel Bryan will still be in the picture, I'm sure. But tonight, AJ Styles will be victorious and retain the belt. In the 8-man World Cup tournament, which they're calling the trophy, whoever wins this trophy, then they're calling the best in the world, which is kind of ludicrous considering there's a number of top WWE superstars who are not even active in this little mini tournament. We have the 8 following competitors: Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley. I believe that this night at Crown Jewel is going to be a big night for the little faction of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I think Dolph Ziggler, who already calls himself the best in the world, will get a lot of help from Drew McIntyre and will win this tournament and keep himself in a top main event spot with the help of Drew, heading towards or at least going to be competing eventually for either the World Heavy or the WWE Championship or the WWE Universal Championship. So my pick in that whole tournament is Dolph Ziggler to be victorious. And the next match is a tag team match featuring D-Generation X taking on the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane. I think since Triple H won the previous match against Undertaker at Super Showdown, I think Undertaker and Kane will be victorious in this one, evening things out. And this feud is going to carry on, I believe, definitely until the end of the month at Survivor Series. But who knows? Could be a little longer. This might be the end of it. But I'm picking the Undertaker and Kane to be victorious in this one. And then the final match is for the vacant Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar is taking on Braun Strowman. Of course, this belt is vacant after Roman Reigns announced to the WWE Universe that he is battling leukemia once again in his life. So there will be a new Universal Champion, it would appear, tonight. I think I already mentioned Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre earlier. I think that Drew McIntyre and possibly Dolph as well, but Drew McIntyre for sure, I think will get involved in this match as a little bit of a payback to Braun Strowman. And I think Brock Lesnar will wind up with the championship here. So that's my pick for that match. I do think that, this is going to be a highly controversial pay-per-view. A lot of people are already complaining about it, and there's a big backlash and outcry about this event. So, and even top superstars John Cena and Daniel Bryan have reportedly pulled from this event. Daniel Bryan was initially supposed to face AJ Styles, so that's no longer the case, as AJ is facing Samoa Joe. And Cena was supposed to be in the 8-man World Cup tournament to determine the best in the world, so he's not in that either. So that just goes to show how there's a lot of mixed feelings in the company about this event. Anyways, I'd be lying if I said I'm looking forward to this, because I think that's very wrong that they're doing this. But at least coming up next is one of the classic pay-per-views, Survivor Series. So we'll see how this one goes, and looking forward to what's ahead. So thanks very much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you liked what you heard. Thanks again, and see you next time.